The FV215B183 is the most played tank in Tier 10, and it's not even close. Like, the next highest has half the amount of battles played monthly to the 183. And, I mean, it's no surprise why this vehicle is so popular. It does 950 damage, and that's it. That's really it. There's no other reason why this tank is popular apart from the high alpha. If Wargaming suddenly erased the 183 from existence, immediately you would see the Jagdpanzer pop up in popularity, and it would probably be the most popular tank in Tier 10. What a shocker! The 183, it has capabilities, but it still is one of the most useless Tier 10s in general, because for all the advantages you have, in other words, Alpha, you have every other disadvantage. The tank has terrible reverse speed, its camouflage values are rather poor, and in general, it's just not a super effective tank. Especially when you have a low health vehicle. Do you really want to waste a 950 alpha shot on a tank with 300 HP? I don't. I really don't. But that's kind of how the 183 works. So, we can see nobody has gone over here, so we're going to move up. Let's go! Speed, speed, speed. Got the VK72 in front of us. Now, the one thing that I do find interesting about the 183 is it's actually not that slow. Used to be slow, but Wargaming just kept buffing its power to weight and top speed to a point now where it can actually go a decent level of speed. Now, I'm not going to say it's fast, but I definitely wouldn't say it's a slow tank either. The Boss Shotion's trying to get that guy shot, and what I'm hoping is that... So that Minnow is going to try and rush there. What I'm hoping is that maybe, just maybe, I can roll behind the Minnow and get a big old chunky donkey out. I don't really know. You know what? The Minnow's going to be distracted with that. We're going to move over here. Aiming, 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 and... bonk! There you go. 961 off the enemy E5. Now, we have the TVP here, but the TVP doesn't know that I shot. So I can just chill right here, and I'll be completely fine. Now, our Minnow's on reload. And that's not necessarily good. I don't really like this situation that I'm in right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of it. And we're going to move over here. Alright, there we go. We have the E5. I don't really care about any of that, to be honest. We have the E5 and all that. But I'm going to move over here. And we're going to see if I can... Oh, there's the 100. There's the VK. Okay. Oh, is the 100 going to show me the side of his turret? Oh, even better. Just... There goes all of the 113. I'm not really sure what the thought process was. I'm trying to think of, gee, like, let me just poke for no reason and die. Weird, bruh. Absolutely diabolical. Alright, let's reload again. 2 more seconds. We have another shot. And let's just see if we can maybe get the VK. Aiming, 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 aiming. There you go. There you go. That's 3,000 damage. That's 3,000 damage, just like that. I got no words. The E100's gonna yell at me. I have a feeling. Is he going to? Maybe not. I thought he might, but I guess not. Okay. Let's try and help out. No, okay. He dead. And we can move over to the E5, who's on this flank of the map. Back up. Come on, back up, bruh. VK72 is not backing up, which doesn't help me. But I don't really care about the E5, because I want to shoot the TVP. Bonk! Pretty easy stuff if you ask me. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The 183 is pretty brain dead, but it can do well. It can do well. Where would have been a better spot? Well, unfortunately, your team just kind of collapsed. Our team went bridge, but they also went town. So our team went like this, and then your team all stayed in the little corner. And because of that, we just kind of collapsed on you. So I ended up dealing 3,800 damage, finishing top of the team, and having a pretty decent result for the 183. And that's an example of where you can get away with doing nasty things in this vehicle. I mean, we absolutely violated that VK72. We dunked on the 113, dunked on the E5. The thing about the 183 is that it's not really inaccurate anymore. You know, it used to be known as a vehicle that was rather troll, that missed a lot of its shots. But now, because Wargaming buffed Refined Gun to be so incredibly accurate, you just hit everything in this vehicle. And it is rather confusing because It's just why? Why would you do that, Wargaming? That's really all I can say. And as I always said in the past, if you didn't fight a 183 every single game you played, it wouldn't be as big of a nuisance. But basically, every single battle that you get into in Tier 10, I'd say there's about a 50-50 whether there's going to be a 183 or not. And that's just cringe, because nobody wants to fight 183s. The only people that want to fight 183s are the people driving 183s. That's it. Any other tank in the game does not want to go up against a 183 or have them on their team. That's what I find absolutely diabolical about this tank, right? When I'm playing Blitz, I want to have certain tanks on my team. I love having VK90s on my team. They're a bunch of health. They're super, super solid at holding. Great vehicle. I don't mind that. I don't mind having an E50M on my team or a TVP. Well, I don't know. TVP players are pretty bad. But point being, I don't mind having players on my team that are in tanks that are decent. I absolutely hate having players that are in a 183 on my team, because 99% of the time they're going to do bad and die within the first 30 seconds. And if they don't do bad, they usually steal 90% of the damage when the game ends. So either way, you're in a situation that you don't usually love. So what are we going to do here? Well, I'm going to move up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Imagine. Just imagine. Oh well. We're going to put on our adrenaline. We're going to reload. What sucks is that I could have shot that CS very easily in that crossing, but it's whatever. CS is cooked anyway. You can see the enemy team is flanking, and... oh, we got the 260 right here. Aiming, aiming. Oh, you're just going to show me your lower plate. Let's just aim it on your turret. There you go, 1300. Let's pull into cover from the AMX, as that's a bigger threat. And our VK is going to get clear into that player. Okay, the 2 and 5B is going to run away. Got the Ho-Ri down low. Alright, let's just keep going. I don't think this 2 and 5B is going to enjoy my company in just a moment, guys. I really don't. But let's find out. Hello, Mr. 2 and 5B. And... ooh, almost showed me it. Come on, do it again. Oh, what, you're going to shoot me too? I'll just wait here. And then if the AMX pokes, which she is, minus 1132. Yeah, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt, yeah. And we back in the cover and we're completely fine. I mean, I'm not gonna do much damage this game, mainly because of the fact I can't do much damage this game, right? We're in a situation here where our team just kind of steamrolled. The only potential damage at this point that I'm gonna be able to do is to this, this AMX M4. Who, coincidentally, is right in front of us. Oh, well, he gets shot. Oh, it's an autoloader? Yeah, it is. It's the TVP. Well, we could have done 3,000 damage in this game, but unfortunately, our TVP managed to bleed the enemy AMX. Let's see. We ended up dealing 2,700. So, you want my opinion on the 183? Here's what I'll say. I think that, honestly, it's too good right now. This tank should not be a vehicle that you can succeed in. It's a tank that you should be punished for playing, and, I get it, it's fine, you get these high alpha chunks, but it's incredibly toxic for the game, because, especially now with the buff to the camouflage values that you have, I wasn't even running Camonet, I guess I forgot to put that on, but with the buffs to the camouflage values, with the fact that Wargaming buffed Calibrated, with the fact they buffed Refined Gun, it's just they keep buffing tank destroyers to a point where they kind of get away with whatever they want. And this vehicle's a great example of that. How many games do you play when a random 183 just, boop, takes half your health off, and it's not spotted 160 meters away from you? It's very annoying. Personally, I feel like this tank should be a heavy, and then it would be a lot better. If this was more like a BZ-75, I think it'd be a lot more balanced, right? But the problem is it's not. But I do feel like if this tank was balanced more like the Caliban, and that is the fact it has no camo, it's a heavy tank, and it has no armor, so it sacrifices literally everything just for the gun, and it's not accurate, right? I think the Caliban is really the best way to balance out a derp gun, because the Caliban is not an overpowered tank. It's far from it. You can still have really good games in it, but in general, the vehicle's terrible. And I think that's how the 183 should be balanced. But you guys can let me know your personal feelings, comments, and opinions. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.